everyone, you join me on a KX250. We're going to be doing an oil change, and if you can tell, my hair is quite wet. It is raining very bad outside, and if you hear thunder, that's what it is. Well, let's go ahead and get into the work. Let's go. Well, I forgot to hit record, or well, hit the wrong button, so you didn't get to see me taking the drain plug out, but here's the oil draining. It was definitely due for an oil change. It's pretty bad. Not that bad, but here's the bike. See, I've got the vinyl on this side, the vinyl graphics, but they're really starting to get bad and peeling, so went ahead and took it off this side. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Otherwise, not too bad, but I really want to get some new graphics, so probably gonna start designing some new graphics for it. But here's the fill hole, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and fill that, or unscrew it. Wow, this is a bad camera angle. Well, you guys can just sit and watch this drain for a second. I'm just gonna unscrew this real quick so that a little bit more air can get in, and maybe it'll drain faster. Not really, but it was worth a shot. Okay, I'm gonna let that drain for a minute, and once it's done draining, I'll turn the camera back on and fill it up. Okay, now we're gonna pull this oil filter off. I'm gonna make a massive mess doing this. I have a reusable style oil filter in here, but I'm just gonna check and look at it, just to see what the condition of it is, make sure there's no metal chunks or anything, because that would be catastrophic. Well, not catastrophic, but bad, very bad. Okay. I've had to do this before, and I'm expecting to see what I saw the last couple times, which is nothing. It's usually pretty clean. And I do pretty often oil changes, so it's not a problem. Can you see? It's pretty clean. Okay. Can you tell? Focus. Okay. I don't know if my camera's focusing or not, but this thing looks brand new. There's no sludge inside the engine. I change the oil like every 50 hours of ride time, so it really doesn't have enough time to get really dirty in there, so I wasn't worried. Let's go ahead and put it back together and put the drain plug in it and top her off with oil. This is more difficult now because everything is covered in oil, so it's making my finger slip on this extension. And if you're watching this as a how-to video, then you probably won't have a replaceable style filter. So I would recommend putting a new filter or a replaceable style filter in there. I'm just going to really quickly put this drain plug back in, and then we'll be filling it up with oil. And you really don't want to tighten this drain plug ultra tight. It's aluminum, so you just want to tighten it like, as tight as you'd feel comfortable with tightening aluminum threads. That's not very specific, but you just know. Wow, this is hard because it's so slippery. You can't see because I was too lazy to change the camera angle, but really slippery. That's all I can say. Okay. Rag and wipe myself off a little bit. And so AMSOIL is not a sponsor of the channel, but I just had to say this is a really good oil, and for the price it's worth it. It's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, let me just fix the camera angle right here, moving the tripod a little bit. Got to raise it up so you can actually see what I'm doing. Sorry about the camera angle. Okay. I'm liking that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to pop this open. And this engine takes exactly 1 quart of oil. So, you just dump it right in. Okay, I'm waiting for it to start dumping on the floor because I forgot to do something. It's not. I think we're good. Okay. I think we're good. And we're already almost done. I mean, like, maybe 2 more minutes and we're done. It's really not a hard job to complete. Let me get the last little bits of oil and then we're done. Let me go ahead and throw the cap on here. Okay, come on. Everything's so slippery now that my hands are covered in oil. Okay. Okay. We're done. And the last step is to take the bucket. Here, let me point it. Well, actually, let me lower the whole tripod because the camera angle is going to be pretty bad if I don't. And that is not what you guys want. You don't want a bad camera angle. Okay. Let me just point it right here on the ground. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to grab this bucket. It's a very, very tight fit. Okay, I'm just going to take this bucket and pour the oil into the container. The used oil, pour it back into the quart that you just emptied. It's a little trick to make your life a lot easier. And then you just empty out your drain pan. Once that's all good, tap out your funnel. Then just throw your funnel in your drain pan because it's going to make a massive mess. If you don't, it's going to drip everywhere. Put a cap on it and discard it for proper disposal. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. Sometimes you can actually use it for things. I tend to try to use it, but don't just go dump it in the woods. That is very bad idea. Okay, we're done. But I know what everybody wants. They want me to fire it up. So, I want to do the same. Let's go ahead. This is not the good side because of the plastics. But we're going to see how many kicks it takes to fire up. And then I'm going to get out of this shop as fast as I can so I don't die from the exhaust fumes. Okay. This is an awful angle, by the way. I apologize. A couple slow kicks to try to get the oil primed. Okay, that ought to be good. this thing's really cold-blooded. Let me try to get it. My camera angles are absolutely awful. Try holding a camera with the whole tripod in one hand while revving a dirt bike. Probably not a very common thing, but try it. It's hard. It's hard. Believe me. It doesn't sound hard, but it is hard. Okay, well, I'd say that's probably going to be the end of the video, considering I have no more work to do.